Lisa Marie Naegle is missing. Last seen here living it up at a friend's birthday party. But when the family says the LAPD insists on waiting 72 hours to look for her, a claim cops deny, the Naegle family starts its own investigation. First step, talk to the man who took Lisa to the party, one of her nursing students, Jerome Rogers, seen here in this photo from TMZ. According to the family, Rogers tells them Lisa left the bar for an after party.
And we were just trying to figure out, like, what after party? But everybody at the party told me there was no after party.
Adding to the confusion, the conversation Lisa had with her husband, Derek, that night.
She did sound like she had a few drinks that night. You know, she was having a good time, it sounded like.
Lisa also told him she was grabbing a bite to eat and heading home. So what happened from the time she shot this video and the time she was on her way home? And whom was she with? Family friend Virginia Moya offers to go looking for surveillance video from the bar.
And one of the managers came, and his daughter was standing next to him. And he was very hesitant to let me see it. And he says, well, you know, we're having our Christmas party right now with the staff. And can you come back tomorrow and I'll show it to you? And I said, well, you know, she's missing today. And she's somebody's daughter, and you know, they're really looking for her. And he said, okay, I think he let me see it because his daughter was standing next to him.
So Virginia went to Alpine Village, and she was the detective, so to speak, on the surveillance?
She really was. She is, to me, she was my sister's guardian angel, because if not, where would she be?
At the same time Virginia's poring over footage, Lisa's family invites Jackie Rogers to the house for a little chat.
My brother Raphael found out that Jackie was who took my sister to the party. I want to know who this man is who swears that, you know, took her to a party and wouldn't take her home. And so we asked him to come to the house, and he came to our house.
Here's Rogers in the Naegle's living room, about to face the heat.
And so once he came, my mom's like, well, I want to give me your address. And so I took his driver's license. I took a picture of his driver's license. I took it from him. My brother came and said, let me see your hands.
Go like this. Put both your hands out.
And took pictures of his hands.
Rogers swears he doesn't know anything.
I have nothing to hide from anyone.
But Lisa's mother, Dolores, has a bad feeling from the start.
I'll do anything for her. Like, I'm dead serious.
You wanted him here.
I want him here. And when I saw his eyes, I already see something bad.
You saw evil in his eyes.
Evil in his eyes.
Remember how Lisa told her sister that Rogers was, quote, her gay friend? Well, now he claims they were romantically involved.
I'm gonna get personal. Are you guys having relations?
Yeah, we have relations, yes.
When Jackie says that he and Lisa Marie had an affair, you say what?
I can't believe it.
Incredible as it may sound, while Rogers is being grilled in the family room, Danny receives a text from Virginia. She's hit pay dirt.
I text Danny a picture of the person, and I said, she left with this person. And she said, Virginia, are you sure? Because he's here. He's here in my living room. And I was like, what?
That's Lisa on the left, leaving the bar with Rogers. And there's more.
In the surveillance video, it clearly shows my sister getting into his car. They leave together. And that's when we knew, okay, wait a second. Now you lied.
So your brother got in Jackie's face and was like, no,
saying, you're lying. You lied to us. You lied. Whatever it is, you lied. So just tell us where she's at. So then I went to his car. I took a picture of his license plate. I went to his car. And his car was impeccably clean. Nothing in his trunk. Like, I went through the whole thing. Zero.
Do you think he cleaned it to remove any evidence?
I know so.
The Naegle family calls LAPD again, and this time they show up right at the same time our affiliate KTLA is there to interview Lisa's distraught husband.
There's video footage that was just discovered from Alpine Village within the last hour, showing my wife getting into a black SUV.
They shot this footage of Rogers speaking with police and waiting to be let go.
But police said they couldn't take him just for a lie. And I was begging him, I'm like, check his car. What man, what person has a car like that?
Finally convinced, police take Rogers in for questioning.
And I guess once he was there at the station, I heard that after a couple hours, when they had the right detectives talking to him, he confessed.
Cops won't confirm the details, but be forewarned, they are disturbing.
He did take her after the party. He took her to Jack in the Box, and Derek said that he received a phone call because he was like, why aren't you home? It's like 2 in the morning.
I remember I was still angry with her on the phone. I'm like, where the hell are you, you know? Why aren't you here right now? And she completely didn't even listen to me, and she was all super happy and it just threw me off. I'm like, dude, I just gave you a ration of crap and you're still acting so sweet and happy right now. Like, why are you so happy? And maybe that was her way of telling me goodbye or something. I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know what to think. I want to think of a positive last conversation with my wife, because what else do I have, you know?
And they got food. I guess he must have convinced her to sit and eat first, and then during eating, he took a hammer to her. He says he hit her 7 times in the head.
While she was eating fast food.
Hit her in the head with a hammer while sitting in the car eating a hamburger? The family wonders what in the world Lisa could have done to trigger that kind of rage. But the horror's not over. Rogers reportedly told police he then took Lisa back to his house he shares with his mother, washed her body in bleach, and buried her in the backyard in a shallow grave.
He took off all her clothing, supposedly sanitized her, and then buried her.
Crime Watch Daily reached out several times to Rogers' attorney for comment on the family's account of the alleged confession, and none of our calls were returned.
I mean, he's destroyed our family. She was my baby sister that I felt like I needed to protect. She was a daughter to my mom, her baby. My dad just turned 80, and he didn't want to blow out the birthday candles. He didn't feel he had the right to keep living when his daughter passed away.
It was the darkest, saddest, most angry place that I've ever been in my entire life.
But so many questions remain unanswered. Most important, why would Rogers kill Lisa?
I honestly don't believe that there was an affair deep in my heart. Whether or not there truly was one, I don't know, but I just never had any suspicions. There weren't any red flags in our relationship or marriage through the last 6 months that would make me believe that there was an affair.
Why do you think he would have done this?
I have no clue. I have no clue. The only thing I would think is that he became obsessed with her.
He said that they had a relationship.
Yeah, now he's saying that they had like an affair or that she was breaking up with him that night. I feel that he's saying this to help get like a crime with passion or to lower the sentencing, to try to say like, hey, you know, I was so into her, she's dumping me, and this is what I'm doing.
The Naegle family also wonders if Rogers acted alone. Remember that photo they took of his hands?
Go like this. Put both your hands out.
And my family is like a very working family, and so we've all known how to like dig, and he had no blisters. I mean, if you would have blisters on your hand, and he had nothing. And that's where like the stuff that's so hard for me to understand is that I don't believe he could have even digged up a grave that quickly, even if it was shallow.
The answers will have to wait. Despite his reported confession, Rogers has pleaded not guilty and currently awaits trial. Small consolation to those left in the wake of Lisa's murder.
If really God exists, I ask him now. Think he has to pay what he did.
You know, people will say like we need justice, but there is no justice. I lost her. There's no justice to that.
Life in jail or anything else is not going to bring her back, and it's not going to make me feel any better.